We're going to talk some Cavaliers coming up with Chris Haynes, and you can just feel the excitement building for the Cavs season, for Cavs training camp. And Cavs Media Day, of course, is always just a crazy event, especially now that LeBron is back. It's just, it's I don't know how to describe it. It's just something to behold when the Cavs have LeBron, Kyrie, Kevin Love. Of course, I remember when Shaq came here a few years back. It's just a zoo. It's great.
It's amazing because we use baseball terminology like all the time, right? We hate the Yankees. We hate the Red Sox. At the same time, we envy them, and we would love to be those teams. Well, the Cavs are the Yankees of the NBA. They're the team that everybody's gunning for. And it's great to just walk down the street in downtown Cleveland, stick out your chest, and be like, yeah, we got the best team in the NBA. That's right.
Of course, we will talk about it right now with our Cavaliers beat reporter Chris Haynes joining us via phone. Chris Haynes, how are you?
Doing fine, guys.
All right, Chris, got to keep asking you about this. Tristan Thompson, he's the one guy that is still not in the fold. Fedor mentions the Yankees of the NBA. Well, the Cavs are missing a key piece. Anything going to happen there before Monday?
Oh, man, before Monday. You know what? I'm just going to be blatantly honest. I have no idea. If you're forcing me to say, I'm going to lead towards saying that I don't think a deal will be done by media day. I think he'll probably use all the time that's afforded to him up until that October 1st deadline to take that qualifying offer. Of course, anything can change. Of course, something can happen today or tomorrow. Guys, I really do not have a clue, man. I'm just going on based on how things have been going and shaped out all this whole off season. It just leads me to believe that they'll probably take their time up to the final day.
Chris, could you see Tristan Thompson holding out, or is that October 1st date, that's the one that you have circled?
I can see a holdout. I can see a holdout situation. I definitely can see that. The qualifying offer, guys, I'm really not sure. I know there's threats of taking that qualifying offer. I know that's out there.
Yeah.
I just think right now Tristan has to capitalize on securing a long-term lucrative financial offer. So, I think a deal gets done. I think a long-term deal gets done eventually. Whether that's before October 1st or after sometime, I think a long-term deal gets done.
If the reports are accurate, the Cavs are offering 5 years, $80 million. Tristan Thompson, Rich Paul, his agent, they want 5 years, $94 million. So if you think a long-term deal is going to get done between the two sides, are you sensing that the Cavs then would have to increase their offer that they're currently at right now? Or could you see Rich Paul, knowing what you know about Rich Paul, knowing what you know about Tristan Thompson, could you see them taking the Cavs' original offer, which is reported to be 5 years, $80 million?
I can't see them taking that. I can't see that. The Cavs will have to up their offer. 5 years, 80. Really, so what that's saying is really the Cavs haven't moved at all. And, the way that Rich Paul and Mark Termini, the way those guys work when they're negotiating contracts, you have to move pretty dramatically in order to get them to get that name dotted on the dotted line. So, with that being said, the Cavs will have to up their offer in order for a deal to get done. I can almost guarantee, and I would just be totally shocked if they sign a 5-year, $80 million deal. I just don't think there's any way that can happen at all.
Chris, looking at the return of Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving coming off of those injuries, Kevin Love appears he'll be back before Kyrie. They should both be involved in training camp, but how will this team manage both of those guys' returns?
Well, that's why, I was told that the Cavaliers, they're going to bring the maximum players allowed to camp in 20. And so, in doing that, that enables the coaching staff to still get, go through, get all their reps in, all their drills in, and not lose a step. So, there's going to be portions, especially initially, for Kevin Love and Kyrie, where they can't go through all the drills. They can't go through all the workload. And so that's why you have these other guys to go in and keep that going. Because they want to make sure Kyrie, Kevin Love, and to a certain extent, Timothy Miles Galvin and Anderson Varejao, you want to make sure those guys are doing what they can at this time and making sure you're not overworking them too much because you don't want to risk a setback. I was told that everybody is rehabbing, as planned. Everything is going as planned. The progress is moving along, as everyone thought within the organization. So the load right now, or should I say the task right now, is to make sure that everybody is healthy as possible leading up to opening night. And, obviously, as I've written that they expect Kevin Love to be available before Kyrie Irving is made available. And so from that time, Kevin Love is probably going to come back, a couple days or, maybe even make the last couple of preseason games. Just going through that time step.
Chris, I think the situation with Anderson Varejao is interesting because this is a guy that at one time the Cavs looked at as an important piece of the puzzle. It's a guy that the Cavs gave a 3-year contract extension to before the beginning of last season. And then they go out and they bring in Kevin Love, and of course they trade for Timofey Mozgov, and Tristan Thompson has the breakout season. So as we head into this year for the Cavs, Anderson Varejao coming off that Achilles injury, what's his role going to be?
Yeah, it's for the first time in his Cleveland Cavalier career, his role is the unknown. For the first time, he's not going to be he's not going to be the bona fide starter. Before he's never had to deal with a situation like this. Before it was always, he'll have an injury, he'll have a setback, but you knew if he was healthy, he would be right back in there. That's not the situation this time around. You got Timofey Mozgov, and then you got Tristan Thompson, who is being played more as the backup center nowadays, and so that leaves Andy at the third option. And you have to remember the uniqueness of his contract. Next year, his $10 million is not guaranteed. It's $10 or $11 million, whatever it is. It's not guaranteed. So that makes his contract situation very valuable. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's moved this coming up season because they do have a bulk of front court players. And then you add in Sasha Khan. We know he's 30 years old, but the Cavs have to find out if he can play. The only way you're going to find out is if you put him into games. So the development or the curiosity of seeing what Sasha Khan could do might get in the way of Andy Varejao's minutes. And so that's why I say this season right here, I would not be surprised one bit if Andy is moved. And he may be fine with that. I know Andy loves the city of Cleveland. He's always embraced it, never ran from it. He's always had opportunities where he could have gone and chose to stay. So. This may be an awkward situation for him, maybe the fan base, but ultimately I think he'll be moved.
All right, Chris Haynes, our Cavaliers beat reporter. Thanks for the time, Chris.
Anytime, guys. Take care.